Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are tackling Leetcode problem 3731, find missing elements. Let's jump right in and see what this problem is asking us to do. Here is the problem page. It's a bit wordy, so let's break it down visually to make it much easier to digest. Imagine we are given a list of unique numbers. In this example we have 1, 4, 2, and 5. The problem tells us that this list originally contained every single number from a starting point to an ending point. The smallest and largest numbers in our current list act as those boundaries. So, if our minimum is 1 and our maximum is 5, the complete, original list should have been 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our job is simply to figure out which numbers are missing from that complete sequence and return them in sorted order. Here, only the number 3 is missing. If anything about the problem setup doesn't make sense, just pause right here and leave a comment. I try to read and respond to as many as I can to help you guys out. Quick heads up, as always we will walk through the logic using Python. But don't worry, if you code in Java, C++ or JavaScript, I have the full solutions for those at the very end of the video. Let's look at our first method for solving this. The easiest way to spot missing things is to organize what we already have. If we sort the list from smallest to largest, all the numbers line up nicely. Now the gaps become obvious. We can just look at each number and the one directly next to it. If the difference between them is more than 1, we know there are missing numbers squeezed in between them. Let's look at the code for this. First, we sort our numbers in place and set up an empty list called ands to hold our missing values. Then we use Python's handy pairwise tool. This lets us loop through the list, grabbing 2 adjacent numbers at a time. We'll call the smaller one x and the larger one y. For every pair we generate all the numbers that fall strictly between x and y. If they are right next to each other, like 2 and 3, this range is just empty. We add whatever we find to our answer list. Here is the complete code for that first approach. It's clean and easy to read. But sorting takes a bit of time. Can we do it faster? Let's explore a second way to solve this, using a hash set. This is often faster because it avoids sorting entirely. Instead of sorting, we can just scan the list once to find the absolute minimum and maximum values. That tells us our starting and ending points. Next, we toss all the numbers we have into a hash set. Sets are amazing because checking if a number exists inside them is almost instant. Now we simply count from 1 past our minimum, all the way up to just before our maximum. For each number we ask the set, do you have this? If the answer is no, it's missing. Looking at the code, we first convert our list into a set. Then we grab the minimum and maximum values. Finally, we use a list comprehension. This creates our range between the min and max, checks if each number x is absent from our set, and if it is, adds it directly to our final answer. And here is the full, super concise code for the hash set approach. It's only a few lines and runs very efficiently. You might wonder about edge cases. Like, what if the array already has all the numbers? Both of our solutions handle this perfectly. The loops simply check the numbers, find them all present, and return an empty list exactly as the problem requests. No special if statements needed. Let's talk about performance. The sorting approach takes order n log n time to sort the list, plus d time to generate the missing elements, where d is the size of the gaps. It uses virtually no extra space. The hash set approach is faster for time, taking order d plus n, because finding min, max, and building the set only requires a single pass. However, it takes order n space to store the set in memory. Big takeaways here are that sorting is great for organizing data to find relationships between neighbors. But if you just need to check for existence within a known range, hash sets are usually the faster, smarter choice. If you want to test this code out yourself without retyping it, you can go to the leetcodeunlocked.com link in the description. You can grab the exact code shown here and help support the channel at the same time. As promised, let's take a look at how to implement the hash set approach in a few other popular languages. Here is the complete solution written in Java. We manually find the min and max while building our hash set to keep things efficient. Next up, here is the C++ version, using an unordered set and the standard library min and max element functions. And finally, the solution in JavaScript, using the spread operator to quickly find the minimum and maximum values. Before we wrap up, I want to quickly mention why this channel might sound a bit different. This audio is actually AI generated. I built a system to instantly create these guides the moment a daily problem drops so I can study faster. And I'm sharing them here. I also recently changed the visual format to be faster and punchier. Please let me know in the comments if you like this new style, or if you have any lingering questions about today's problem. If you want to support my goal of covering literally every Leetcode problem, You can donate at buymeaboba.com/Leetcode daily. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get your streak done early every day. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.